Hey everybody, it's me, Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie. On this episode of CD Junkie, I want to talk to you about a box set. It's not brand new, it's fairly recent, but it's one that, since I'm going to be doing just a little mini-series on some of the more obscure or maybe lesser-known bands on Stiff Records, I thought I'd start off with this one. And that, of course, is LENE LOVICH. This is a box set entitled Toybox. And this came out on Cherry Red Records, and this features her 3 albums that she released on Stiff Records. But if you look at the CDs that are in the box, which I will be showing you in just a few moments, there are 4 CDs in here. Well, back in 78, 79, when I was buying records, I saw LENE LOVICH 45s, and I saw the UK version of Stateless in the import bins, and then eventually Stateless came out in the US with a different cover, or so I thought. It was just a different cover. That was it. That was the only difference. It didn't occur to me until many, in fact, several decades later, that the UK version of Stateless was an entirely different mix of the album, some different vocals or different instrumental parts. So they had 2 different feelings to them and 2 different vibes. So, of course, I ended up having to get the import version of Stateless. They are 2 quite different albums, so it's really nice that they included them in the box set. I will be going over that stuff with you. LENE LOVICH, incredible, great. Some people compare her to, let's say, Nina Hagen. Both are very, very quirky. I think LENE LOVICH is more pop-oriented. She has a couple popular songs here in the U.S. Lucky Number tends to be a song that people bring up. And, of course, she actually had a bona fide Southern California pop hit in about 81 or so with the song New Toy that was written by Thomas Dolby before he became a star in his own right. But there's a lot of great pop songs, a lot of quirkiness in her music. This 4 CD set not only contains the US and UK versions of the Stateless album, her debut. The UK version came out in 78. The American one came out in 79. It also includes her second and third albums from that. Like I said, I'll get it. I'll show you all that here in just a moment. An absolutely wonderful, overlooked artist. She's fondly remembered. Obviously, really linked to people who are really into Stiff Records, people who are into New Wave. But there's something about her music, her husband and guitar player, Les Chappell, and her obviously very influenced by 60s rock, but also influenced by avant-garde and prog and all this kind of stuff. So a lot of interesting things going on in the music. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you the elements of the box set. I'll tell you a little bit about it. And then right after that, I'll play you a medley of songs from the album. And I will see you on the other side. And this is Toybox, 4 CD set from LENE LOVICH. Her Stiff Records recordings. This box is available on Cherry Red. And this contains the UK and American version of Stateless from 78, 79. And the album Flex from 1980. And the album No Man's Land from 1982, plus all the bonus tracks, etc. Here's a nice booklet. You're going to find like single covers and recording release information and loads of pictures. And so that's going to give you a little bit more in-depth look at the music of LENE LOVICH. Great stuff. Let's go to, this is the UK version of her first album, Stateless. Came out in 1978. This is an album that features, now it's produced by Lena and her husband, Les Chappell. But it features 3/4 of the Sinceros backing them up, which is kind of exciting because I love the Sinceros. Now here is the American version of Stateless. Completely different mix, and the songs have been rejigged. The album has a completely different feel to it. This is the quirkier of the 2 releases. And this is the album with Lucky Number, by the way. And this is a very, very, very popular album of hers. Lucky Number is probably her second best known song after New Toy. But that's a really fine record. 1980. She came out with the album Flex, also on Stiff Records. Obviously, everything's here from Stiff. Produced by Les and Lena. But you've also got production from Roger Bakarian, Alan Winstonley. No big hits off of this album, but it's still just as wonderfully poppy, melodic, quirky. And some of the bonus tracks here features tracks from the New Toy EP, and of course, New Toy was a huge hit, her best known hit. And then here is 1982's No Man's Land. A little bit more keyboards on this album than on the previous two. I mean, more dominant keyboards, but still, it's not a synth pop album, by any means. But this album, features like Bogdan Vishling on drums. He was the drummer from Fingerprints. And Jimmy O'Neill from Fingerprints is on here. Thomas Dolby's on a track. Here is the back of the box set. As you can see, lots of bonus tracks. One thing I noticed is the version of Stateless and UK and the version of Stateless American, they have different bonus tracks. So you're just getting, this thing is just like loaded with great stuff. So definitely something to check out. There's New Toy right there, added to the Flex CD. There's also an extended mix there as well. So this is a great set from LENE Lovich. It is called Toybox. It's the Stiff recordings, 4 CDs, just brings together everything she recorded, or at least released, for Stiff Records. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to just play a short little medley so you hear what she sounds like, and it'll either encourage you to buy it or remind you just how great she is, and then encourage you to buy it. So let's take a listen. That's it. I hope that you enjoyed this dive into the LENE Lovich box set. It's really, really worth your while to pick this up. It is available on Cherry Red Records, and it's just full of great, quirky pop wonderfulness. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, to ring that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, remember me. I'm Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie.